I love you. Say hi. Oh, you're so cute. I love you. Oh, I love you so much. No? You're not interested? Do you want to go lay down? Go lay down, my sweetie. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be following up on the previous Siesta Black Monthly Edition video where we took a look at the brown series. However, this time around, we're going to be taking a look at the grays. Now, for those of you guys who have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about, ColorCL is going to be releasing a new product come February 8th that contains a sampler of 5 different contact lenses. Now, each one of these blisters is going to last you a month apiece, and the gray series is going to feature 2 new colors as well as some of their best-selling grays. So as channel tradition dictates, I'm going to go ahead and drop in a clip of my naked brown eyes while I go ahead and read you the stats. The base curve is 8.5 millimeters, the diameter is 14.0 millimeters, prescription is available at no extra cost, and each one of these blisters will last you for 1 month after it's been opened. Now, each series regularly costs $25. However, ColorCL is running a bit of a launch sale, so if you pick them up between February 8th and February 22nd, you can pick up a box for only $15. However, I do want you guys to be very aware of one thing. 3 of these shades are already available as individuals on the site. I'll be making note of them in the video just in case you want to pick those up as individuals, because individuals will actually last you for 6 months apiece instead of 1 month for each of the blisters. This right here is absolutely fantastic if you want to try out the 2 new shades that are not yet available as individuals, or if you want to go ahead and change your look up. But if you're ready to commit, individuals are definitely a way to go. Now, if you guys want a further discount, you can always use my code ROB10 to get an additional 10% off of your order. So usually at this point in the video is where I like to talk about contact construction. However, I'm going to let past Rob take care of that in a second. But before we do, I did want to make note that the first 2 pairs, as well as the last 2 pairs in these series, are very, very similar. So I actually wanted to go ahead and do a compare and contrast after I finish with each set. Now, without ado, past Rob, take it away. Alrighty, before we take a look at each individual color, I figured that we should have a chat about the construction of the 3 different styles of Siesta Black contacts that we're going to be finding in both series. Starting things off, we have the creamy. Now, this one is definitely an eye catcher. It has no limbal ring whatsoever, and it has these striations that help it blend in with the pupil. These make a massive impact, and if you're looking for a dupe for the Solodica Hydra cores that'll cost you about 95 bucks, this is definitely gonna be the style for you. Next one is the Cloud series, and these ones are super duper close to my heart. The gray and brown, of course in each respective series, are almost unclockable on the eye, but definitely kind of enhance them in this amazing way. They do have a limbal ring, and the patterning on them just is a beautiful blend. Last but not least is the contact you will catch me in the most in all of my Instagram photos, and these are the Romance series. They have a thin limbal ring that is kind of like flecked with an accent color and merges into a really nice strong central color. These ones are so eye-catching, however, they are still grounded by that amazing limbal ring. Definitely one of my favorites, and if you see me in a photo, I'm probably wearing those. Kicking things off, we actually have my least favorite of the bunch, which are the creamy gray. And if you take a look in the blister, you'll probably know what my issue is. They're actually like a soft toned blue with a hint of purple in them. Now, once you go ahead and slip them into the eyes, they actually come off as this medium toned graphite gray, which is very, very pretty. However, in certain lights, they do pick up on that blue. And I don't know if it's just me, but I personally don't feel like I look all that great in it. I'm not sure if it's my skin tone, maybe I'm too light, maybe I'm too dark. I don't know what it is, but they just don't look good on me in my own opinion. However, if you are looking for like a gray blue, this is definitely going to be up your alley. Next up, we have one of the new shades, which is currently exclusive to the gray series, the Creamy Luna. And let me tell you right now, I was very, very surprised with these because I did not think that I was gonna like them as much as I did. Usually I don't like contacts that don't have a limbal ring because I tend to feel like the ring anchors the eye color and it just makes it feel a bit more natural. However, these ones feel like they're Goldilocks, you know? They're not too light, they're not too dark, they're not too cool, they're not too warm, they're just that perfect shade of gray to make enough of an impact without necessarily throwing it all up in your face. So these ones I am definitely a big fan of. And as for the comparison between Creamy Gray and Creamy Luna, like I was saying before, Creamy Gray does tend to look a bit bluish, and when put next to Luna, it definitely looks a bit more blue and a tad bit darker as compared to Luna, which is a little bit brighter and a bit more balanced. Moving along, we have the Cloud Grays, and if you guys watched the previous video, you will know my love for the Cloud series, and this continues with the gray variation. These ones are just so incredibly natural, which is weird to say about gray contacts because I don't think that people naturally have gray eyes, not like this at the very least. However, that dark limbal ring does a great job of kind of blending in with your own natural limbal ring and anchoring it into the eye, and then the central bit is kind of like this medium graphite gray, which again does not turn bluish whatsoever, but also doesn't lean too heavily into kind of like a warm gray. It's just perfectly balanced, and it's just so there's just no words for how much I love these series. They're great for everyday wear, or even if you want to make a very subtle statement. Like, I'm fucking dope because I got gray eyes and they just occur naturally. Alrighty, we are officially in Instagram territory because we're taking a look at the Romance Grays. Now, these ones have definitely been a long time favorite of mine. I just think that they photograph so beautifully. The limbal ring is like this dark gray, and then it's blended in with this light blue gray, and then the center is this nice balanced cool gray. The thing that I love about these is depending on the light, they can change their tone. Sometimes they slightly lean a bit blue, but most of the time I almost feel like they lean a little bit closer to like a green gray, and I'm not sure if that's the limbal ring and the blending that goes along with it, but I think that it looks absolutely fantastic, and I just can rely on these to go with so many, like if you wear a lot of black and you want to take some cool pictures and you want your eyes to pop but you don't want your eyes to be too crazy, this is going to be the contact for you. Now, last up we have the second new shade, Romance Dane, and if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it plays the same tricks on your eyes as the Creamy Gray did, because when you go ahead and slip them in there, they kind of come off very graphite-like, but depending on the light, they have that same kind of bluish periwinkle-ish shade that kind of slips in there. When you go ahead and take a look at how they're constructed, they have this dark gray limbal ring, and it actually blends into a navy blue that goes ahead and blends into like a cool tone gray. Now, if I'm gonna be honest with you, it's so tricky because I'm not sure if that cool tone grade looks bluer because of the navy that's kind of blurred around the edges of it, or if it's because it does have a little bit more blue in it. So again, we have a nice color changing shade if you are into that tone. However, like I said before, blue doesn't always necessarily look the greatest on me, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my Romance Grays. So when it comes down to comparing Romance Gray versus Romance Dane, you can very clearly see that Romance Gray is a bit more on the green side and does tend to be a bit more balanced. However, Romance Dane does carry over more of that blue, but I will say that for both of them, they do have the same kind of level of brightness. And again, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about the center. Are they the same center, or is it just the fact that there's a little bit more blue in the Romance Dane tricking my eyes? Alrighty, and that about does it for my review on the Gray series. If you have yet to check out my video on the Brown series, I'll go ahead and leave a link up there as well as one in the description box below. Now, when it comes down to recommendations, I'm always going to show some love to my Cloud Grays, my Romance Grays, and I am cheering for ColorCL to go ahead and bring Creamy Luna into the normalized mix so we can go ahead and pick those up as individuals. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and peruse, make sure you stop on over to colorcl.com, and don't forget to use code ROB10 to go ahead and get 10% off your order. Regardless, that about does it for me for now, so as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!